Ladies and gentlemen, we hit 50K subs yesterday. So I want to take 5 seconds to say thank you guys. Every single one of you that continues to watch my content, that subscribe, that comment, that like, that share. We did it. We did it. All thanks to every single one of you guys. In today's episode, this is a special day. I'm going to give you guys something special. Enjoy yourselves, family, and God bless you all.
The average black man for certain brackets of women it's like he's not freaking pulling his weight. There's this complacency, like a little too soon. Like, it's good to be content. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's good to be content, but sometimes that average black man, that group, is like content too soon. You still have more in you to... Some of these black men, they're staying in this area right here. I don't know for what reason, because it's safe, because you have experience, because you've been doing it, but you can do more.
So what if a man is doing something that he's passionate about? It may not bring him $1 million a year. It may not bring him 6 figures a year.
Okay,
but it brings him happiness. It brings him peace in his life. That's what a lot of women are missing.
Okay, that's fine,
men
but nobody
said happiness. And that's not coming to the table.
Nobody said anything about 6 figures. I understand that's like a common thing that's being discussed out here. Is like, he needs to make X amount of dollars. It's not about, okay, you can't just make pennies. What your passion, we can't live off passion now. You can pursue your passion, but be a man. Do something else with your passion. Meet me where I'm at. What
if your salary doubles that number? Why come you can't bring that in and let him do his passion?
What do you mean?
Let's say
no.
Why
because
not?
I'm not here to take care of you. That's why. Your passion, you know what you better do? Your passion is something else. You can't just do you're the man. You can't just, and here's the thing.
Women don't want to bring anything to the table.
I'm going to throw back a book reference that some young people may not remember. An author by the name of Michael Basin. He wrote a book called Men Cry in the Dark. And it's fact. That's some true stuff. We go through some shit. But yet, the women that we have to deal with nowadays, a lot of it is fucked up. A lot of it is, that's why you got brothers going out of the country. It's like, they want traditional men, but yet we still ask for traditional women. But yet, if we ask for traditional women, we're misogynistic, we're all this other kind of bullshit. And I just think it's crazy.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show. So, a couple of days ago, I'm at the crib, minding my own business, doing some editing. I get a call from a sister that I'm dealing with. She asked me, Eze, what are you doing? I'm doing some editing, as I reply. And she says, you need to come over here quick. I'm like, where are you? She says, I'm over my friend's house. They're having like a little get together and they're having a heated debate. So I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with me? And she replies, well, it's the subject, okay? What is the subject? They're debating about the things you talk about on your channel, about man, about family, unit, about black couples, about black men, black women. I said, oh, okay. Are they going to let me get them on camera? She tells me, yes, that she has already spoken to them and told them about me, that they're willing to do that. So I'm like, I get to shoot some content for my channel. She said less. I'm on my way. So I get there, an hour and 15 minutes drive. Introduce myself to everybody, set up the camera, and the rest is what you're about to see. Let's get to it.
What? So when you're like, oh, women say they bring this, and this, and it's not enough. That's your experience. So what stuff are y'all?
It's not enough. It's like when you talk about women who's like, okay, I bring my money, I bring my job to the table. We don't have.
Now let me stop you there. I can understand why y'all wouldn't care about that, right? Because it's like, am I wrong in saying that you're the man? And so why would you care about the woman's money? You know what I'm saying? Like, naturally y'all are the providers.
We don't care about it because we don't have access to it. We don't have access to your money.
What do you mean?
Your money is your man.
If you're
most women want to be kept. They want the man to bring in, provide everything. They want the man to take care of the bills, and that's fine if the man can do that. If he's financially able to do that, that's fine. Me personally,
well, let me stop you there though. What do you mean? Two things. What What do you mean if he can do it? You need to be able to do it. Now, I know there's this big debate about like, I want him to pay the mortgage. Girl, if y'all live together and y'all are married, who cares who freaking pays it? The money is.
But you got women who don't want to do that. You got women.
But that's weird to me.
Chris Rock said it 15 years ago. You got 90% of the women after 10% of the men. Every time you turn on YouTube, turn on social media, you go, oh, he got to make 6 figures. He got to this. He got to that. Okay, what are you doing? What are you bringing to it? Nothing. And
but don't y'all still are the provider, right? Now listen, we can bring it down.
We're gonna always be the provider.
You know what I want?
But
I want him to make at slightly below or slightly above. Is that unreasonable? Make what I'm making, make slightly below, or make.
If you made it this far, hit that like button and leave a comment to trigger YouTube's algorithm. I'm a new channel and I'm trying to grow. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to let you know every time I upload a new video.
It's cool if a woman makes a certain amount of money. That's fine. Men would accept that, but we know as men, if they make more money than we do, first chance you get, oh, punk, you don't make no money. You a punk ass nigga. They gonna throw that shit in your face, and you know they gonna throw it in your face. So that's why men prefer women who are not making as much money as they are. But you know what? It can depend on women. In some relationships, very few relationships, women may not throw it in a man's face. They may have an agreement. I have seen agreements where the woman, she knows she's the major breadwinner, she's the educated person. The man stays home, takes care of the family, takes care of this, takes care of that, and it's not thrown in his face. However, the unfortunate thing I have to say about that, I've only seen it with Caucasian couples. I've never seen it within a black family where the woman would say, hey, I'm taking care of everything, you just taking care of the family, everything's good, and that person is still considered the head of the household.
One question too is whether an average man can be with an above average woman. And I think that the answer is no, generally speaking, for one, maybe for many reasons, but overall it's giving no. We can joke, like whoever I'm gonna be with, right? It's gonna be some joking about, I'm wearing the pants because we're gonna joke. But at the end of the day, we were talking about this earlier. I want the respect to be there, and
so you can't respect a man making less money than you?
I can't, there's probably going to be a lack of respect if he's making a certain amount below, because that means, let me tell you what that means for me. That now we're talking about your education level. Now I already said you ain't gotta have no degrees and stuff, right? But something there is missing. Okay, so you don't have the degrees, but something's lacking with your life experience, with your professional experience, your own internal desire and drive and motivation.
Even Gabrielle Union came forward and said it when she was dating a man and she was making more money than he was. She felt it was okay to cheat.
Your want.
So let me ask you this.
So I'm not gonna be attracted to that.
What happens when men flip it?
What's the flip?
What I say when men flip it, and they say, you know what? I make $150,000.
Hey,
she makes $60,000.
Oh,
She's below me. She's below me. I can't do it. They got to be making at least what I'm.
If he says that, he's gay. Because so she's making less.
See, masculinity always comes into it when men try to say something about their preferences. But women can always have their preferences. But men.
That's not gay. What, man? You just said we don't even care about the woman's money. Did you just say that?
I'm throwing the script out there. Because we ain't got no access.
What's more access to my little $60,000?
I'm flipping the script out there. Why is it okay for women to say this, but it's not okay for men?
Because it's gay. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If a guy says, I wish a dude would tell me, girl, you make how much? And I mean, that's gay. I would be, no. That's gay. That's, if a guy makes more than a woman and his preference, if he were to dare say, oh, I make 150, she makes 60K, I don't want to be with her because she makes less. I said that was gay. We kind of disagreed on that, but my disagreement is because that is not what a real man would say. And I want to be with the real man.
That's one thing about black women. If something affects you, then there's a problem with it. But if it doesn't affect you.
Here's what the problem is that women now are just, don't quote me on the stat, but like we're more educated than, right? Mm-hmm. So while we still want a man to do manly things and lead, and what happens is, and I mean, I get it, it's unfortunate, but what happens is now we're coming up in the ranks. We're not like really relying on y'all the way that we used to. But it's like, oh, but I still want him to do like the stuff they used to do in the 50s and 60s.
And that's the crazy part. Y'all don't want to be traditional women, but you want traditional men.
Well, that's
where
true.
It gets fucked.
That is true. But why should we have to not advance ourselves so we can get the guy that's making 60 so we can make, 50 or 40 and we can all live a little average old little lifestyle. We can live average still making, what was the number? 90 and 6. We can still live average. Ain't nobody out here about to be, in a freaking, ain't nobody asking for the mansion. Ain't nobody asking we need, 3-car garage, all this type of stuff. Who trying to clean that stuff up? All that space and square footage.
Basically, you saying what I just said. Y'all can have y'all preferences, but men can't have preferences.
That's a gay preference to have. Have a different preference. That's freaking weird.
A man may want to have just what a woman has. And I think she's even said, it's okay if a man makes a little bit more or a little bit less. Well, you know what? That's her preference. But men can't have preferences. As you see, we're gay if we have preferences. I don't know how to excuse the language. If men say that now, like Kevin Samuel said, hey, you know what? I have a certain standard that I can live to. I have certain options that I have. So if I'm not getting what I want, then I can do what I want to do. But it's okay when women say it. It's okay. It seems like there's a protective cloak over women.
That's what my friend told me recently, this guy. He said, and it was a group of guys, and they all agreed. It was news to me. But they were just like, we don't care if a woman works at McDonald's if she will bring us peace over the woman with the degrees. Mm-hmm. And I was like mind blown, because in my head, when you do achieve once you achieve a certain
financial status,
or something,
status,
it's like that true. But that's such a rewarding, what it is for the person who achieved it is such a rewarding thing. You are now smarter. You are now, and so it was just crazy to be like,
you know as well as I know.
But that's crazy. Y'all don't want a smart woman?
It's not about being smart. It's not about being smart.
She works at McDonald's.
Look at it like it's not about being smart. It's not about being smart. If a man makes that kind of money, that means he's going out into the workforce and he's dealing with a certain type of individuals. He's dealing with certain things. He's dealing with stresses in the office, stresses, coworkers and peers. Mm-hmm. Why would he want to come home and have to deal with stress?
Men are dismissing so much about like, oh, your education doesn't matter. I don't care about it. Do you bring me peace? Or are you a source of comfort and all this type of stuff? And it's frustrating when you do have a certain amount of education and it's not valued, because it's like, well, let's just focus on the peace that you can give me. I'm a person too. I got stuff going on. I'm stressed. You know what I mean? I'm out here being a go-getter. It doesn't matter. Be peaceful.
I stopped dating years ago. My last relationship was in 2014. I stopped dating years ago. And it's not necessarily because of, my financial situation is in a great place, but I don't want to deal with the bullshit. I enjoy traveling. And it's like nowadays, I'm not a part of the Pass Bro movement, but it's like nowadays, if women hear you say, oh, you travel, you want to go out and find them weak-minded women who don't know anything. No, men are looking for women who are raised with traditional values, because it's okay for a woman, it's okay for a black woman to want a man with traditional values. But when a black man wants a black woman, or any woman for that matter, of traditional values, oh, it's a problem. Oh, no, you're not right. You're gay. I'm like, damn, how up is that? This is what we have to deal with, guys. This is what we have to deal with.
Now, what do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Either way, leave your comments below so we can start this conversation. Until the next video, stay safe in the streets. Later. That will wrap it up for today's episode. And thank you for joining me. So please, leave a comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, it doesn't matter. Leave the comment below. And also, you tell me what you want me to cover. You tell me what you want me to discuss and what you want me to react to. Okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you on the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's rebuild the Black nuclear family. It is needed. Okay? God bless.